The Galactic Council chamber was a cauldron of tension as the ancient alien representatives argued vehemently over the fate of humanity. Galadriel, the Valsaran matriarch, paced the floor, her withered features etched with a scowl of pure outrage. "This is an outrage," she spat, her bony fingers clenching into fists. "How dare these heartless humans defy our authority and challenge the very foundations of the Galactic Council? They are nothing but savages, masquerading as civilized beings, and we must take immediate action to curb their ambitions before they upset the delicate balance we have maintained for millennia." Xyloth, the Aquarian representative, raised a three-fingered hand, his bulbous eyes narrowed in a contemplative gaze. "Galadriel, as much as it pains me to admit, we cannot ignore the fact that the humans have proven their capabilities in the trials we have set before them. To dismiss them outright would be a grave mistake." The chamber erupted in a cacophony of protests, the other council members voicing their vehement disagreement. Zathras, the towering Enaran representative, slammed his fist against the crystalline table, the sound echoing through the vast chamber. "Xyloth speaks the truth. These humans have demonstrated a level of resilience and adaptability that we did not anticipate. To relegate them to the periphery of our domain would be to deny ourselves the opportunity to harness their potential." Galadriel whirled on Zathras, her withered features contorted in a mask of fury. "Harness their potential? You speak as if these heartless humans are worthy of our trust and cooperation. Have you all forgotten the destruction they have wrought upon their own world? The senseless wars, the environmental devastation. These are the hallmarks of a species unfit to join the Galactic Council." Amidst the cacophony of arguments, Erica, the young human diplomat, stood her ground, her gaze unwavering. She waited patiently for the din to subside, then stepped forward, her voice calm and measured. The Galactic Council would do well to heed Xyloth's words. Humanity is ready to take its rightful place among the stars, and we will not be cowed by your attempts to keep us in check. The chamber fell silent, the alien representatives regarding Erica with a mixture of shock and thinly veiled disdain. Galadriel's withered features twisted into a contemptuous sneer. "Rightful place, you say? Do not delude yourself, human. Your kind have done nothing to earn the privilege of standing among us, the most esteemed civilizations in the galaxy. You are little more than savages, driven by base instincts and incapable of the higher reasoning that defines true progress." Erica held the Valsaran matriarch's gaze, unflinching. "Perhaps it is you, Galadriel, who fails to understand the true nature of humanity. We may be young, but we are not beholden to the same rigid traditions and complacency that has stifled your progress. Our flaws, our aggression, our ambition, our unwavering determination are the very qualities that will propel us to greatness." Xyloth raised a hand, silencing the inevitable outcry. "The human raises a valid point, Galadriel. We cannot dismiss these qualities as mere weaknesses. They may very well be the keys to unlocking humanity's full potential." Galadriel's bony fingers drummed against the armrest of her chair, her eyes narrowed in a look of pure disdain. "Potential? Bah! These heartless humans will only bring chaos and destruction to the order we have so carefully maintained. We must take decisive action to curb their ambitions before it is too late." The chamber erupted once more, the Galactic Council members arguing passionately, their voices rising in a discordant chorus. Erica watched the proceedings, her mind racing with the implications of the heated debate. She knew that the fate of her species hung in the balance, and she was determined to. As the heated debate raged on, Xyloth, the Aquarian representative, raised a hand, silencing the council members. "Enough," he bellowed, his voice cutting through the cacophony. "We cannot afford to be paralyzed by our own prejudices. The humans have proven their worth, and we must decide how to proceed." Galadriel's withered features twisted in a scowl, but before she could voice her objections, Xyloth continued, "I propose that we devise a new trial, one that will truly test the mettle of the human species. If they succeed, we shall be forced to reconsider our stance and grant them the respect they deserve. The Valsaran matriarch's eyes widened, a glint of malicious glee sparking within. A trial, you say? Excellent. Then let us ensure that this one will be the ultimate test of their worthiness. Siloth's bulbous eyes narrowed, a hint of trepidation in his voice. What did you have in mind, Galadriel? The ancient alien's lips curled into a sinister smile. We shall pit the humans against the Ursarians. A collective gasp rippled through the chamber, the other council members exchanging uneasy glances. The Ursarians were a fearsome, warlike civilization, known for their unrelenting aggression and merciless tactics. To pit the young human species against such a formidable foe would be tantamount to a death sentence. Zathras, the towering Enaran representative, spoke up, his voice laced with concern. Galadriel, surely you jest. The Ursarians are a ruthless, unforgiving enemy. Even our most advanced civilizations have struggled to withstand their onslaught. The humans stand no chance of emerging victorious. Galadriel's bony fingers drummed against the armrest of her chair, her expression unwavering. Precisely, Zathras. If the humans cannot prevail against the Ursarians, then they have no business being considered for membership in the Galactic Council. They will be relegated to the periphery of our domain, forever barred from the privileges and protections we afford to our own kind. Siloth's bulbous eyes narrowed, a flicker of unease crossing his features. And if they do succeed, Galadriel, what then? The Valsaran matriarch's smile widened, her withered features contorting into a mask of barely concealed triumph. Then we shall be forced to reconsider our stance, as you suggested. The Heartless humans will have earned the right to stand among us, and we shall welcome them into the Galactic Council with open arms. Erica, who had remained silent throughout the exchange, stepped forward, her expression resolute. So be it, Galactic Council. Humanity accepts your challenge. We will not falter in the face of this adversity, and we will prove our worth, no matter the cost. Galadriel's eyes gleamed with a predatory satisfaction, while Siloth and Zathras exchanged troubled glances. The fate of the human species hung in the balance, dependent on their ability to prevail against the savage Ursarian civilization. As the council members began to finalize the details of the trial, Erica felt a trickle of apprehension. The Ursarians were a formidable foe, and the odds were stacked against her people. But she knew that humanity had faced seemingly insurmountable challenges before, and they had always found a way to triumph. With a steely determination, Erica squared her shoulders and prepared to face the greatest test of her species' worth. Failure was not an option. The future of humanity depended on their ability to overcome the Galactic Council's daunting challenge. As the Galactic Council finalized the details of the trial, dispatching a messenger to deliver the ultimatum to Erica and the human delegation, a palpable tension settled over the chamber. Galadriel, the Valsaran matriarch, leaned back in her chair, a triumphant gleam in her eyes. This will be the true test of the humans' mettle, she declared, her withered features twisting into a cruel smile. If they cannot prevail against the might of the Ursarian Empire, then they shall be consigned to the periphery of our domain, forever barred from the privileges and protections we afford to our own kind. Siloth, the Aquarian representative, regarded Galadriel with a mixture of unease and begrudging respect. You are playing a dangerous game, Galadriel. The Ursarians are a formidable foe, even for our most advanced civilizations. If the humans fail, we may find ourselves facing dire consequences. The Valsaran matriarch waved a bony hand dismissively. Consequences, Siloth. Bah! The humans are nothing but savages, masquerading as civilized beings. They will be crushed by the Ursarian onslaught, and we shall finally be rid of their disruptive presence in the galaxy. Zathras, the towering Enaran representative, cleared his throat, his deep voice laced with concern. And if they succeed, Galadriel, what then? You would have us grant these heartless humans full membership in the Galactic Council. Galadriel's smile widened, a predatory gleam in her eyes. If, by some miracle, the humans prevail, then we shall be forced to reconsider our stance. But I doubt very much that they possess the strength or the fortitude to withstand the Ursarian assault." As the council members debated the merits and risks of their plan, Erica and the human delegation returned to their quarters, their minds racing with the implications of the Galactic Council's ultimatum. Erica knew that the Ursarians were a formidable foe, a civilization renowned for their unrelenting aggression and ruthless tactics. Defeating them would be a monumental challenge, one that would test the very limits of humanity's capabilities. Yet, as she surveyed the faces of her fellow delegates, Erica saw a glimmer of determination and resolve. These were not the faces of a species willing to back down in the face of adversity. These were the faces of a people who had overcome countless obstacles, forged in the crucible of their own turbulent history. "We cannot afford to fail," Erica declared, her voice steady and resolute. "The future of our species depends on our ability to prevail against the Ursarians. We must rise to the challenge, no matter the cost." The human delegates nodded in agreement, their expressions hardening with a newfound sense of purpose. Erica knew that they would need to act quickly, forging strategic alliances and bolstering their military capabilities if they were to have any hope of survival. Without hesitation, the delegation dispersed, each member tasked with a critical mission. Some would reach out to the other alien civilizations, seeking to build a coalition that could stand against the Ursarian onslaught. Others would oversee the mobilization of humanity's military forces, ensuring that they were prepared for the looming conflict. As Erica watched her people spring into action, she couldn't help but feel a trickle of apprehension. The Galactic Council had set a daunting challenge before them, one that would push the limits of human ingenuity and resilience. But she knew that failure was not an option. The very survival of their species depended on their ability to overcome this formidable foe. With a deep breath, Erica steeled herself for the battles to come, determined to prove to the Galactic Council that the Heartless humans were more than worthy of their recognition and respect. The holographic displays in the Galactic Council chamber came alive with the devastating imagery of the human-Ursarian conflict. Vast alien armadas clashed in the void of space, their powerful weapons carving swaths of destruction through the cosmos. Xylov, the Aquarian representative, watched the unfolding battle with a mixture of fascination and trepidation. "The humans are vastly outmatched," he murmured, his bulbous eyes narrowing. "Their primitive technologies and limited resources will be no match for the Ursarian onslaught." Galadriel, the Valsaran matriarch, leaned back in her chair, a triumphant smirk playing at the corners of her withered lips. "Precisely. Xylov. The humans will be crushed, and we shall finally be rid of their disruptive presence in the galaxy." Zathras, the towering Enaran representative, watched the unfolding battle with a furrowed brow. "I cannot help but feel a twinge of unease, Galadriel. The humans have proven themselves to be remarkably resilient and adaptable. Perhaps they possess capabilities that we have yet to fully comprehend." The Valsaran matriarch scoffed, her bony fingers drumming against the armrest of her chair. "Resilient. Adaptable. Bah. These are mere illusions, Zathras. When faced with the savage onslaught of the Ursarians, the humans will crumble under the weight of their own primitive instincts." As the battle raged on, the human forces fought with a tenacity that belied their technological disadvantage. Their ships maneuvered with agility and precision, their weapons striking with unexpected accuracy. Xylov, his expression darkening, leaned forward in his chair, his bulbous eyes fixed on the holographic displays. "This cannot be," he muttered, his three-fingered hands clenching into fists. "The humans are not only holding their own, but they are inflicting substantial damage upon the Ursarian fleet." Galadriel's features contorted in a mask of outrage, her withered fingers gripping the armrests of her chair. "Impossible. They are nothing but savages, Xylov. Their luck will not last." But as the battle reached its climax, the human forces unleashed a devastating barrage of coordinated attacks, decimating the Ursarian armada with a precision that left the Galactic Council members stunned into silence. Zathras, his expression a mix of awe and disbelief, leaned back in his chair, his deep voice rumbling with a newfound respect. Remarkable. The humans have not only survived the Ursarian onslaught, but they have achieved a decisive victory. Sylof's bulbous eyes were wide with shock, his three-fingered hands trembling slightly. This cannot be. How have these heartless humans managed to accomplish such a feat? Galadriel's face was a mask of pure fury, her bony features twisted in a look of utter disbelief. No, this is impossible. They were supposed to be crushed, to be relegated to the periphery of our domain. How dare they defy our expectations? The chamber fell silent, the Galactic Council members grappling with the implications of the humans' stunning triumph. Erica, who had been watching the proceedings from the sidelines, stepped forward, her expression resolute. The Galactic Council would do well to reconsider its assessment of humanity, for we have proven our worth time and time again. We are not the savages you have dismissed us as, but a species driven by a hunger for knowledge, a thirst for discovery, and an unquenchable desire to reach for the stars. Siloth raised a three-fingered hand, his eyes narrowing as he regarded the young human diplomat. You speak with confidence, Erica, but do not mistake your victory here as a guarantee of your species' acceptance into the Galactic Council. The trials you have faced are but the first of many, and the challenges that lie ahead will test the very limits of your people's capabilities. Galadriel's withered features twisted into a malevolent grin. Indeed, human. The Galactic Council has merely begun to assess the true worth of your kind. The battles that lie ahead will push you to your breaking point, and if you fail, then you shall be consigned to the periphery of our domain, forever barred from the privileges and protections we afford to our own civilizations. Erica held the Valsaran matriarch's gaze, her expression unwavering. So be it, Galactic Council. Humanity accepts your challenge, and we shall prove our worth, no matter the cost. The Galactic Council chamber was once again enveloped in a tense, uneasy silence as the members grappled with the implications of the humans' resounding victory against the Ursarian Empire. Xyloth, the Aquarian representative, broke the silence, his bulbous eyes narrowed in contemplation. The humans have proven themselves to be a force to be reckoned with. Their tactical acumen and technological adaptability have surpassed our expectations, and we can no longer dismiss them as mere savages. He paused, his gaze sweeping across the gathered aliens. We must now decide how to proceed. Do we grant them the full privileges of Galactic Council membership, or do we continue to view them as a threat to the established order? Galadriel, the Valsaran matriarch, slammed her bony fist against the crystalline table, her withered features contorted in a mask of pure outrage. Absolutely not. She spat, her shrill voice echoing through the chamber. These heartless humans have done nothing but disrupt the harmony of the Galactic Council. We cannot allow them to taint the purity of our civilization with their savage ways. Zathras, the towering Enaran representative, raised a hand, silencing Galadriel's tirade. Galadriel raises a valid concern, but we must not allow our prejudices to cloud our judgment. The humans have proven their worth, and to deny them a place at our table would be to deny the very progress that has sustained the Galactic Council for millennia. The chamber erupted in a cacophony of arguments, the alien representatives divided on the issue of humanity's fate. Some, like Zathras, advocated for their integration, while others, led by the unyielding Galadriel, vehemently opposed the idea. Amid the heated debate, Erica and the human delegation watched the proceedings with a mixture of trepidation and determination. They knew that the Galactic Council's decision would have a profound impact on the future of their species, and they were prepared to fight for their rightful place among the stars. Suddenly, a familiar figure stepped forward, drawing the attention of the arguing council members. It was Styloth, his expression grave. Enough, he bellowed, his voice cutting through the din. We cannot continue to be paralyzed by our own fears and prejudices. The humans have earned our respect, and we must now decide how to proceed. Galadriel opened her mouth to protest, but Siloth raised a three-fingered hand, silencing her. I, for one, believe that we must grant the humans full membership in the Galactic Council. Their capabilities have proven to be invaluable, and to exclude them from our affairs would be to deny ourselves the opportunity to harness their potential. The Valsaran matriarch's face twisted in a look of pure outrage, but before she could voice her objections, another council member, the Enaran Zathras, stepped forward in support of Siloth's proposal. Tyloth is right. We have long prided ourselves on our ability to maintain order and harmony, but in doing so we may have stifled the very innovation and progress that could propel us to even greater heights. The humans have shown us that there is more than one path to greatness, and we would be foolish to dismiss them. Galadriel's bony fingers gripped the armrests of her chair, her expression a mask of barely concealed fury. This is madness. These heartless humans will only bring chaos and destruction to the Galactic Council. We must not allow them to taint the purity of our civilization. As the debate raged on, Erica and the human delegation exchanged uneasy glances. They knew that the fate of their species hung in the balance, dependent on the Galactic Council's willingness to embrace them as equals. Failure was not an option. They had come too far to be relegated to the periphery of the galactic community. Erica steeled her resolve, determined to fight for humanity's rightful place among the stars. Whatever the outcome, she knew that her people would not back down, not when so much was at stake. As the Galactic Council members continued to debate the fate of humanity, Erica and the human delegation seized the opportunity to take decisive action. Sensing the division within the ancient alien body, they set out to forge a bold alliance with several influential civilizations, including the once skeptical Ursarians. Xyloth, the Aquarian representative, watched the unfolding events with a mixture of intrigue and trepidation. "What is the meaning of this, human?" he asked, his bulbous eyes narrowing. "Have you not learned the folly of defying the Galactic Council?" Erica stood her ground, her expression resolute. "We have learned many lessons, Siloth, not the least of which is that the Galactic Council is no longer the unquestioned arbiter of our destiny. We have forged alliances with civilizations who see the value in our contribution, and together, we demand that humanity be granted equal standing within your august assembly." Galadriel, the Valsaran matriarch, let out a derisive snort, her withered features twisting in a look of pure contempt. "You dare to make demands of us, human. Your species has done nothing to earn the privilege of standing among the most esteemed civilizations in the galaxy. Your place is on the periphery, forever subservient to our rule." Zathras, the towering Enaran representative, raised a hand, silencing Galadriel's outburst. "Perhaps we should hear what the humans and their allies have to say. They have proven their worth time and time again, and to dismiss them outright would be a grave mistake." Erica seized the opportunity, her voice firm and unwavering. "The Galactic Council has long prided itself on its ability to maintain order and harmony, but in doing so, you have stifled the very progress and innovation that could propel us all to greater heights. We, the humans, and our allies, offer a new path forward, one of cooperation, mutual respect, and shared prosperity." The ancient alien representatives exchanged uneasy glances, their once unassailable authority now called into question. Galadriel's bony fingers drummed against the armrest of her chair, her expression a mask of barely concealed fury. "Cooperation. Respect." She spat, her voice dripping with disdain. "These are mere illusions, human. Your kind are nothing but savages, incapable of the higher reasoning and moral sophistication that defines true civilization." Siloth raised a three-fingered hand, his bulbous eyes narrowing as he regarded Erica and the assembled delegation. "Galadriel raises a valid concern, Erica. The Galactic Council has long upheld certain traditions and values that we believe are essential to the harmony of our civilization. To grant your species full membership would be to risk the disruption of that delicate balance." Erica held the Aquarian's gaze, her expression unwavering. "Then it is time for the Galactic Council to evolve, Xyloth. the Heartless humans, and our allies offer a new perspective, one that could breathe new life into your stagnant traditions and propel us all to greater heights. The chamber fell silent, the alien representatives grappling with the implications of Erica's words. Galadriel's withered features contorted in a look of grudging acceptance, her bony fingers drumming against the armrest of her chair. "So be it, human," she growled, her voice laced with a hint of resignation. "The Galactic Council will consider your proposal. But mark my words, we shall remain vigilant, ready to confront any threat that your kind may pose to the established order." Erica felt a surge of triumph, but she tempered her emotions, knowing that the battle was far from over. The fate of humanity hung in the balance, and she was determined to fight for their rightful place among the stars, no matter the cost. As the Galactic Council members retreated to deliberate, Erica turned to her fellow delegates, a steely determination etched on her features. "The time has come, my friends. We have forged our alliances, and now we must be prepared to stand our ground. The future of our species depends on it." The Galactic Council chamber was a cauldron of tension as the ancient alien representatives grappled with the audacious proposal put forth by Erica and the human delegation. Xyloth, the Aquarian representative, paced the floor, his bulbous eyes narrowed in deep contemplation. "This is an unprecedented request," he said, his voice measured and deliberate. "The humans and their allies are demanding full membership in the Galactic Council, a privilege that has been reserved for only the most esteemed civilizations in the galaxy." Galadriel, the Valsaran matriarch, fixed Hyloth with a withering glare, her bony fingers drumming against the armrest of her chair. "Preposterous. These heartless humans have done nothing to earn such a distinction. Their presence has only served to disrupt the harmony we have so carefully maintained. We cannot simply grant them the same rights and protections as our own kind." Zathras, the towering Enaran representative, raised a hand, silencing Galadriel's tirade. "Perhaps we should consider the ramifications of denying their request. Galadriel, the humans have proven their worth time and time again, and to exclude them from the Galactic Council could have dire consequences." The Valsaran matriarch let out a derisive snort, her withered features twisting in a mask of contempt. "Dire consequences? Bah! These savages pose no real threat to our civilization. We must take decisive action to curb their ambitions before they upset the delicate balance we have maintained for millennia." Xyloth raised a three-fingered hand, his expression grave. "I must disagree, Galadriel. The humans and their allies have forged a formidable coalition, one that could potentially challenge the very foundation of the Galactic Council. To dismiss them outright would be to risk a devastating schism within our ranks." The chamber fell silent as the alien representatives considered the weight of Xyloth's words. Galadriel's bony fingers drummed against the armrest of her chair, her eyes narrowed in a look of begrudging contemplation. "So be it, Xyloth," she relented, her voice laced with a hint of resignation. "We shall hear the humans' case for full membership. But mark my words, if they fail to convince us of their worth, then they shall be forever consigned to the periphery of our domain, their ambitions crushed under the might of the Galactic Council." Xyloth nodded, a glimmer of hope in his expression. "Fair enough, Galadriel. Let us summon Erica and her delegation and give them the opportunity to state their case." As the grand doors to the chamber parted, Erica strode forward, her bearing exuding a quiet confidence. Behind her, a contingent of human and allied representatives followed, their faces etched with a resolute determination. Xyloth regarded the young diplomat with a mixture of curiosity and trepidation. "Welcome, Erica. The Galactic Council has agreed to hear your proposal. Convince us of your species' worthiness, and we shall grant you the privilege of full membership. Fail, and you shall be relegated to the periphery of our domain, forever barred from the protections and benefits we afford to our own civilizations." Erica stepped forward, her gaze sweeping across the gathered alien representatives. "Galactic Council, we stand before you not as mere supplicants, but as partners, a coalition of civilizations united in our pursuit of progress and prosperity. We have forged alliances, bolstered our technological capabilities, and demonstrated our unwavering commitment to the ideals that you hold dear. Galadriel's withered features contorted in a look of pure outrage, but Erica pressed on, her voice unwavering. The heartless humans you once dismissed as savages have proven their worth time and time again. We have faced your trials, overcome your challenges, and emerged victorious. Now we demand that you grant us the respect and recognition we have rightfully earned. The chamber erupted in a cacophony of protests, the alien representatives exchanging uneasy glances. Siloth raised a hand, silencing the din. The human makes a compelling case, Galadriel. We cannot ignore the evidence of their capabilities and the strength of the alliances they have forged. To deny them membership now would be to risk the very stability of the Galactic Council. Galadriel's bony fingers gripped the armrests of her chair, her expression a mask of barely concealed fury. So be it, Vazilov. But mark my words, we shall remain vigilant, ready to confront any threat that these heartless humans may pose in the future. Erica felt a surge of triumph, but she tempered her emotions, knowing that the battle was far from over. The fate of humanity hung in the balance, and she was determined to fight for their rightful place among the stars, no matter the cost. The Galactic Council chamber was thick with tension as the ancient alien representatives grappled with the momentous decision before them. Galadriel, the Valsaran matriarch, glared at Erica and the human delegation, her withered features twisted in a mask of begrudging acceptance. So be it, human, she growled, her bony fingers drumming against the armrest of her chair. The Galactic Council has deliberated, and we have reached a consensus. Siloth, the Aquarian representative, stepped forward, his bulbous eyes fixed on Erica. Humanity has proven its worth, time and time again, and to deny you a place at our table would be to deny the very progress that has sustained the Galactic Council for millennia. Galadriel let out a derisive snort, her expression sour. Make no mistake, human. We shall remain vigilant, ready to confront any threat that your kind may pose to the established order. One wrong step, and you will be swiftly and mercilessly crushed. Erica held the Valsaran matriarch's gaze, unblinking. We understand your concerns, Galadriel, but we have no intention of upsetting the balance of the Galactic Council. Our goal is to forge a new era of cooperation and shared prosperity, one that benefits us all. Zathras, the towering Enaran representative, nodded in agreement. Well said, Erica. The heartless humans offer a fresh perspective, one that could breathe new life into our stagnant traditions and propel us all to greater heights. Galadriel's bony fingers clenched into fists, but before she could voice her objections, Siloth raised a hand, silencing the chamber. Humanity, on behalf of the Galactic Council, we hereby grant you full membership. Welcome, Erica, ambassador of the human race. May your people's contributions enrich the tapestry of our galactic community. The chamber erupted in a mixture of muted applause and disgruntled murmurs, the alien representatives grappling with the implications of the historic decision. Erica stepped forward, her expression radiating a quiet pride. Galactic Council, we are honored by your decision, and we vow to be worthy of the trust you have placed in us. Together, we shall forge a new path, one of collaboration, mutual understanding, and shared progress. Galadriel's withered features contorted in a look of barely concealed resentment, but Erica refused to be cowed by the Valsaran matriarch's disdain. Make no mistake, Galadriel, the heartless humans are here to stay. We will not be relegated to the periphery of your domain, nor will we allow our ambitions to be crushed under the weight of your prejudices. Siloth raised a hand, his expression grave. Erica, we understand your determination, but we must caution you against overconfidence. The path ahead will be fraught with challenges, and the Galactic Council will be watching your every move, ready to intervene should you step out of line. Erica nodded, her gaze unwavering. We accept your caution, Siloth, but we also know that the future is ours to shape. The heartless humans have risen to every challenge you have set before us, and we shall continue to do so, forging our own path among the stars." As the Galactic Council members exchanged uneasy glances, Erica turned to the human delegation, a glimmer of triumph in her expression. "My friends, the day has come. We have earned our place among the stars, and now the true work begins. Let us show the Galactic Council the true power of the heartless humans, and let us forge a future that will echo through the annals of history." The human delegation erupted in a chorus of cheers and applause, their spirits buoyed by the hard-won victory. Erica knew that the road ahead would be arduous, but she was confident that her people were more than ready to meet the challenges that lay in store.